Hello, my name is Sharina Dawn, and I am an intuitive tarot and oracle reader here on YouTube. I have done pick-a-card readings and collective readings for a couple years now, but I have always been interested in true crime and pop culture and cults, and I kind of thought that it might be interesting to try a new series where I bring tarot and these interesting stories together to kind of get a message from spirit as to what might actually be going on with these people involved in these interesting stories. I want to make it clear that these readings are for entertainment purposes only, and that I will not be stating my opinion in these videos. That's not what it is about. What these videos are about are what spirit thinks about it, not what I personally think. So take it with a grain of salt, but if you are interested in this kind of thing, you might find this interesting. And if you are interested in a full personal reading from me, I do those. All the information will be down below on how to get a full personal reading if you think that that this reading is accurate. All right, so let's get started and let's find out today about Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Ken Urker. Okay, this is going to be a two-part video. I'm going to start today with Gypsy Rose and Ken Urker, and tomorrow or next time that I post this, whenever that may be, I think later this week, it will be one about Ryan Anderson and what's coming for him. So I think this is going to be really, really interesting. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail about the past of that story because it is so complex and it would take hours to explain it all. So if you want to know more about Gypsy Rose, you can look up on YouTube. You can find a lot of videos on the story. But right now, for those of you who are up to date about what's been going on, that she is now free, she is now off parole and moving in with Ken. And I thought it might be interesting to see, good or bad, what is coming for them. So let's get started and see. So Spirit, can you please tell us what is going on with Gypsy Rose and Ken Urker coming up now that she is off parole? What is going on in their life? Please. What is going on in Gypsy and Ken's life, please, Spirit? Okay. Oh, death. I was kind of I'm sorry, but I was kind of expecting that to come out. And the star. Okay. So, yeah, what I feel this is saying here, and once again, this has nothing to do with my own personal opinion. This is just what seems to be coming out so far. Gypsy wants to be a star here. She's very popular. She is very popular in social media, and she has a lot of followers. This is either going to affect the relationship or there is going to be an end to her career, but we'll get more information here. But there's some kind of ending coming concerning this stardom kind of infamy that she has. So, secondly here, I'm going to go with this deck. This is my Norse Oracle deck, so if you guys do find it, if you do like it, it is 3 decks in one. You've got gods and goddesses, timing, and runes. You can use them all together or separately. But if you're interested in it, it is for sale for $30 Canadian. All the information's down below on how to get a copy shipped to you worldwide. So let's see, what more can you tell us about Gypsy Rose and Ken Urker, please? What is going on in their life, please? We got one joy and pleasure, and we've got stave, it's not in the plan. Oh my, okay. So I think that's pretty clear here that it's not in the plan for, I don't know if this means she's got karma. I don't know if it means that, she's got to learn some lessons. I don't know what this is. We'll get more information, but this ending that's happening, it's going to put an end to, you know, the fun life that she's kind of living right now. Okay. So that's what we seem to have so far here. Okay, what more can you tell us about Gypsy and Ken? What's going to happen in their life now that she's free? Legal, lawyers, court, and paperwork. And blocked. Moved on, nothing to say. Stop calling. There's going to be some kind of breakup here that's going to involve, I don't know if the two are, if they're going to get married, and or if this has to do with their child. But there's going to be like either a divorce or some kind of legal issue, maybe custody battle here. One is going to block the other, or just move on here. It could just be moving on with their life and just saying, I'm done here. But there is going to be a legal battle of some sort coming up. Oh boy. So this is intense. I'm shaking. Like, I don't normally shake when I do readings like this. This is intense energy. Like I said, I have opinions on this, and I will just say that I can see both sides. So I'm not saying she wasn't a victim to a certain extent. I think she's made mistakes. I'll just leave it there. But I'm not wishing this for her. And I've been through a lot, and this is difficult, actually. No matter what my opinion is, it is difficult to see this kind of energy. Just because it triggers me, I think, a little bit too. But I just thought it needed to get out there, and just so people might get an idea of what's going on. So anyway, let's keep going. Angels, what more can you tell us about Gypsy and Ken? Okay, we've got vulnerability and patience. Yeah. Okay. So somebody here has issues, I feel, with being vulnerable. In the relationship. I don't know if it's Gypsy that has an issue with, opening up and really giving her heart, or Ken, or maybe both of them. But there's someone in the relationship here who has a very difficult time opening up and being fully vulnerable, and that's an issue in their relationship. We've also got patience here. So there might be fights, there might be issues with, I'm getting a feeling of that this might have to do with, that Ken might be losing his patience with what's going on surrounding the relationship, what's going on in Gypsy's life. And this could even have to do with their child, that maybe one or the other might be dealing with not having a lot of patience with the baby. I'm just putting out there the different possibilities here. But somebody here is losing their patience. They have a problem with patience. And the other one, or one or both of them, has a problem with vulnerability and opening up. Okay. So angels, what more can we get here? What more can we get, angels, about Gypsy and Ken? In the near future, and communicate clearly. Okay. So in the near future, there could be issues with them communicating. I'm assuming that this is more on the negative side because of the rest of the reading. I don't think that they're communicating very well. I think that there's a lot of fights going on, a lot of issues with communication here. So we got vulnerability, we've got patience, we've got lack of communication. So I think this is going to happen in the near future. There's going to be some kind of a break here because of these things. Okay, so fairies. Let's get from the fairy deck here. What more can you tell us about what's going on with Gypsy and Ken? We got protect your dreams, and we've got purity. Okay. So yeah, so I'm getting here that Gypsy's oversharing. She is very much oversharing things. She's putting all of her life out there for everyone to see, for everyone to know. And everybody's sending all of this hate and towards her because she's putting herself out there. And sometimes I might agree with what people are saying. Other times I might think they go a little bit too far. But regardless, when you're putting yourself out there like that for all to see, and you're telling everybody all your dirty laundry and all that, you're just asking for that to come back. And with purity here, always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question and everything. Well, this card here, it can have to do with the fact that either she does or does not have a pure heart here. It goes one way or the other. Either she doesn't have pure intentions here with what she's like putting all this stuff out there, or maybe she means well putting certain things out there, but it's not coming across well. So one way or the other, whether she does have a pure heart or whether she doesn't, putting all this information out there, whether her intentions are pure or not, is just bringing all of this hate back on her. And it's destroying her life, and it's destroying her relationship here, is what I'm seeing. Okay, what more can we get? So I hope if Gypsy does watch this, she'll see I'm not attacking her here. This could have gone either way. Her and Ken actually got a tarot reading in the second season, I believe it was. I could be wrong, but of her show. And at that time it had, sounded positive for them, but that was before she really put herself out there. And yeah, she wasn't receiving as much hate and everything around that time. She was still quite new in this. So this is now that she's completely free to do whatever she wants, and the direction she chooses to go in is really going to affect, I think, the outcome of all of this. Because this isn't written in stone, this is current energy. So Gypsy, if you are watching this, don't take this as that this is the end all, like written in stone. Take this as that maybe you might want to pull yourself back a little bit, because putting yourself out there is really affecting things negatively. Okay, let's get some more information here. What more do we need to know about Gypsy and Ken? I'm sorry. And trust the timing. Okay, yeah. So there's something here. Somebody needs to apologize to somebody else she needs to take accountability. It is now time for her to take accountability for her actions, is what I'm feeling. If she can take accountability and truly say, I am sorry for everything that I have done, it was wrong, and really put that out there, I'm getting a feeling that things will shift and people will start to respect her more. It is time now for her to do that. With trust the timing here, time could be running out on her opportunity to do that, or it could be saying that now is the divine timing for her to really take that accountability here. Okay. Okay, we're almost done here. Let's do a couple more. What more do we need to know about Gypsy and Ken, please? Spirit, what more do we need to know, please? We've got dog spirit, be loyal to what you love, numbers 19, 10 or 1. And groundhog spirit, time to let go, numbers 31 or 4. Yeah, there's going to be an end to the relationship. There may be cheating here. Somebody might cheat on the other, and that might be what puts an end to this. The other one's not going to be able to get over it, I feel, and it's just going to be from all the fighting, from everything, it's just going to be time to let go. I think for the child's sake, it's not going to be healthy. Like I said, this is current energy based on what is happening, the current path that they are taking. So of course, nothing's going to force them to do this, and they might get put into that position, and maybe if they do see this, remember this reading and, not do so, but it may be something that has already even happened. Okay, and lastly, what can you tell us about Gypsy and Ken? We've got rebel. So the light attribute is challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attribute rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. And we've got child, divine child. Light attribute, innocence, purity, and redemption, suggests a special connection with the divine. Shadow attribute, an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Wow. So she's rebelling against all of the negativity that's being thrown out towards her, okay? What we're seeing right now, partially, I feel, is her trying to rebel against the people who are attacking her. Whether her intentions are pure or whether they are not, she's looking at it like, oh, like, you guys are making me so mad. If you're going to attack me, I'm going to attack you. And she feels like there's an inability for her to defend herself against the negativity that's coming at her, so she's rebelling. Yeah, that's what I feel is going on with her right now. And whether or not she's able to handle this, she did put herself out there, and she is making money off of all of this, and that could be part of the reason why she would rather go through all of this than give up her income. I'm kind of feeling that she's struggling between, do I want to keep pushing to be this influencer, and am I going to take full accountability for all of this? I feel that if she took full accountability, said what she did wrong, apologized, and then started, helping others, using what she went through to actually advocate for others, I feel that there would be a much better chance for her to get through this a little bit more unscathed. But if she keeps following this path where she just keeps acting like a caged animal and fighting out in anger and back and forth and all this, she's got to learn not to take I know it's not easy probably to just ignore the hate, but as long as she keeps feeding it, it is just going to continue to grow and continue to grow. And as long as she continues to make the mistakes that she is making and intentionally putting herself in the public eye, then it will continue to grow and grow. You can say that's my opinion. It is slightly, I said I wasn't going to share much of my opinion, but I feel that it is spirit speaking through me. It is exactly what the reading has been saying, so just take it with a grain of salt. But I'm not out here to attack. I will never be out to attack. I'm just out to share what I feel spirit is saying. So if you guys enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Like I said, I plan on doing Ryan Anderson next, and then my other guilty pleasure, The Sister Wives, that I'm really excited about. I want to do a 4-part series of that for each of the wives and the single wives plus Cody and Robin. So if you guys are interested in that, you're definitely going to want to subscribe because that is going to be coming up. And if you would like a full personal reading with me, all the information is down below. I do those, and you can find me on Facebook, where I actually do a live stream each day that you can get 2 free cards if you're one of the first 20 people to tune in for it. All that information will also be down below. So thank you so much for listening, and sorry for that I'm shaking. This was a little triggering for me, for even personal things I've gone through, and I think mostly it's that there's a baby involved here, and as much as we might like or not like Gypsy, there is a child involved, and I kind of hoped, pardon me, just really kind of hoped that it would be a little bit better of a message, that maybe we were all, maybe a little bit wrong about certain things. But I don't think it's saying she's an evil person by any means. It's just saying that I think she's got some work to do. So take it or leave it. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.